Greetings, hello and welcome back to more Project Zomboid. We have our sights set on a car that's parked at the local police department. And initially I said I'm going to grab a junker car to drive down there. Unfortunately, the cars we have here at base... did I just change your... Okay. I need to not use the remote key when I have a pistol equipped. The cars we have at base don't have batteries because we, salvaged the batteries for some sort of research stuff earlier. So the options were take our normal car and then tow something, but I hate towing. So instead we're just gonna walk. Just gonna go. Or we pick up a quote-unquote junker car on the way. So no safety net of an armored car that I can retreat to any time. But maybe we just have a Trans Am that doesn't have any fuel. Oh, crap. And I didn't bring any fuel. Like normally when I go to grab a car, of course you bring a gas can, right? But we know that there's gas in that police car that I want to grab, so no point taking a gas can. Alright, it's not that far away, right? It's just down here, just on the other side of this lake. Biggest risk at the moment is just that I'm getting too impatient and I'm gonna spend too much time running while getting over there. And then being exerted when I reach that police station. So I'm going to try to pace myself. Although the occasional jog has to be in the cards. What about this one? Doesn't look too bad. Can I drive the last few meters with you? Probably no fuel. No, actually. Wonderful. The way the tires are animated on this car looks like as if it was driving without any pressure in the tires. It looks weird to me. Yeah, considering all the commotion that was happening here last night, I'm surprised to see this place so quiet now. Also, this is the only zombie we killed inside and didn't have a key. So I hope that we find somebody else that we can kill inside. Somebody in the cell block. Okay, hold on. What is there? Oh, the rest of the office. It's just the bathroom. That's very weird. Now this is a full-on fridge with like rich loot, ice cream. Assuming this is a staircase up top, yeah. Complete empty? Well, you know what? I didn't get a key, but I brought a key. You disassemble this door, please. Okay. What do I find? Yeah, let me take the 45, since that's what we're shooting with at the moment. For some reason I put it there instead of there. Didn't quite drag it properly over. Now we're full. Is it just ammo in here? No, like weapon attachments, no fancy stuff. Okay. Not quite the armory raid I was hoping for. There would have been the key. I should also look actually at the individual containers, because we were looking for the key to the car downstairs, right? So that should be maybe in a desk. Give this another look. Nothing. That was getting annoying. Him constantly bashing or something. Any car keys? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I guess it's back to hot wiring. Yeah, there's no containers in there. Alright, fair enough. I did bring the Slim Jim. In on the first crack. Right, that's that was the mission for today. That was a little bit short, huh? Okay, so same problem as yesterday. What kind of trouble can we get ourselves into? Now this is the police station, and what is this building? I guess maybe a courthouse or something? Makes it sound way less interesting already. think I should, you know, yeah, let's finish the mission, bring this thing home. Then we can swap back to our regular scheduled car. So one of the reasons also, of course, why I choose this one is just like some other cars, it has the option for upgrades. You can add bull bars, add armor to it. We need some more metalworking XP for that, but that's should be fairly easy to get. Yeah. So, you know, and I think considering this character is, after all, a police officer background, seems like a more fitting ride when we finally get to drive back to Louisville for the actual extraction. That's still part of the plan, right? Once we get the cure, go to LV and get ourselves extracted. Well, gotta find ourselves a little bit more trouble. Or not trouble, but fun. So I think my original plan was to check out that residential area behind or beyond the hospital. I'm still surprised that this hospital parking lot is so popular now. Considering everything here was kind of empty. And yeah, this car now actually, after our little tire pumping up action of last night, is much more responsive again. Drives wonderful. So yeah, it's, the reminder to keep your cars in good condition, I guess. Yeah, there's way too many runners right now for me to feel comfortable here. Oh, there's another survivor house. Okay. Didn't see that there was a third coming. Oh boy. Oh, okay. I have no idea if anything, any room behind me is free where I can kite to. Oh, this is not good. All right. Pistol out. Katana? No. That's just a shotgun. Second I thought I saw a katana in a zombie. I was just the guy there with the shotgun. We got one more clip, one more magazine. There's a breathing room for some reloading. Okay. Right, we wanted to collect some more blood, and I did increase the XP multiplier for first aid. Oh, that's both of those are survivor houses. Okay. Oh, let's have a quick little snack here, since we're getting actually hungry, which reduces your carry weight, and then you go overburdened, and then you can't. Suddenly you can't run that fast, and you fail to climb a fence, and then you get eaten by zombies. You know, we've been there before. Flip around the property tells me all those zombie sounds I'm hearing are coming from inside. Energy from the sun. Yeah, I kind of a little bit regret that I haven't actually done anything with the solar staff we have yet, but I feel like there's very little, if you're not farming and not cooking actively, there's very little you actually need electricity for. So, which is why I'm like, don't need it, don't care. I'm sure it's a great mod. Thanks again for the suggestion, but I just feel like for this specific playthrough, it's not what we're looking for. Anyway, next up, next house. This time apparently with some zombies outside. Definitely some zombies inside. Right, at least 2 in that bathroom. I see somebody on that door. Back again, nobody here. Was the store is blocked. Locked rather. What about here? Okay. What am I missing here? What am I missing? There's somebody back here? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Can you come around the front? Oh, look at that. I actually have some stuff that we are using here. Now, it would be kind of nice if we find another double stack extended magazine for the 45. No, there isn't even a 45 weapon here. It was just the ammo box. Yeah, that sounded like it's coming from here, but it's coming from that door over there. I feel like my directional perception was really confused there for a second. Doc's leather jacket. I mean, actually... Now there's combat speed modifier, 3%. Yeah, I'll take it. It's getting a little bit chilly. As it's getting colder, as winter is coming in. Well, there was nothing in here. Okay, yeah. Another mostly disappointing survival house. Put it on the list. Most annoying zombie outside ever. That would not take a hint. Oh, a little bit dicey here, that initial engagement. But managed to do it after all, especially driving in there. I thought this was like a through road, right? That I can just drive out on the other side of the neighborhood, but that was not the case. Did I figure out what this is here? I mean, yellow is usually some sort of restaurant, okay. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm not gonna come into your neighborhood then. That's not a way to treat a new customer, right? They're just hurting their own economy. Yeah, been down here. We've seen that blockbuster. I wanted to check out what this huge dark building is here. Maybe some other factory hall. Huge warehouse, lots of shelves inside. It's a local charcoal storage or so. Alright, it's getting late. Well, that being said, let's have a quick look at the map one more time here. Yeah, just taking a drive around here, and then we come back this way, just for some more sightseeing, because I'm in the mood for sightseeing. I'm not in the mood for that. I think we've been here in this area on the very first day when we trying to see where we wanted to stay in Tandil. So I was kind of had my eyes set on this house, on this property, I think, just because it kind of looked cool. Had no trees in the way anywhere. Oh, it has its own well? Well. I'm still confused that these are showing up as residential on the map. That's clearly not residential. I think I've been in this area before. I kind of want to double check quickly here what's east of me. Is that just really these sandy little paths? Okay, then we ignore that. It's way too many crashes here on the roadside. Residents of Tandil really are bad drivers. That's my impression so far. Oh, we're all getting chilly inside the car. Yeah, it's you know, it's not summer in it anymore. Also, I just realized that we are fairly low on fuel. So next time out, I'm gonna get to that gas station again. That being said, I also, of course, in the morning today, I listened here to the weather report thing, and we're gonna have a not just rainfall, but chance of snowfall the next day. So typical kind of bad weather day, and you know that I like to spend those days not going outside and fighting a bunch of zombies, but rather staying inside and sorting out the base. And I think the perfect opportunity then is probably to do a little bit of work on the new car and maybe do a little bit of work on my metalworking. We have, I think, probably like 50 metal barrels, drums in the attic that I can take apart. And so I'm gonna do a little bit of that and see then if that's enough to get metalworking to 5. Yeah. By the way, that the few what we picked up 3 blood samples, and that was half the level of first aid that we needed. Yeah, I did put up that XP multiplier a little bit higher, but I'm okay with that. Actually, on that note, don't we also get XP just for the like separating the stuff here? Oh, it's 5, yeah, for 1 separation. Okay, I remember. So that was what? No, I didn't give any XP. Alright, so we continue on that front. So I'll do a day off camera here while we have the bad weather. Do a little bit metalworking, maybe start repairing and upgrading this car. I'm afraid that this thing's gonna have even less storage capacity than the Dodge we've been driving. I mean, we do have 4 seats. How big is the trunk? 28. Holy crap. Yeah. The good news is, though, it's not an animated trunk. So I can actually leave it open instead of having to constantly close it again, because it looks silly if it's left open. And do I have on this vehicle modification? I have bars, I have protection. There's no roof rack or additional storage space at all. You know, I still think I'm gonna armor it up and everything just to see how it looks. But even if that's just 17 more than that one, at least it's a little bit more stair space. Yeah, I'm just concerned about doing the eventual trip to Louisville with barely any storage space. But then again, we're not planning to stay long, right? We just need to clear the building, wait for the helicopter, and evac out. But for now, we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.